Yo, what is up, everybody? Rage Cage 20 here, back with Jonathan Young's 2015 stuff. Sorry, had a little bit of a music hiatus there, but I was able to get out a bunch of video game stuff, which I'm kind of happy that people have been enjoying video game stuff again. Might add, yeah, that's been really nice. But we're back to get into it because I can't sleep. But that's my fault. Because I know my body's very specific insomnia to where if I go to bed like before 10 o'clock, I will wake up in the middle of the night fully awake. And then by the near time I'm supposed to wake up, I'll be super tired. I should know better by now. I got to take a sleeping pill if I go to bed that early, but I thought, nah, I'll be fine. Nah. But hey, that means we're here at 2 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. And we're ready to get in some Jonathan. You know, What I'm Made Of from Sonic Heroes. Never played Sonic Heroes, but I just listened to the original song. And man, sounds pretty fucking epic. Sounds like it looks like they have some fun with the intro or something like that. I don't know, I saw like 2 seconds. And the music just started immediately, and we're in someone's office. I assume John's, but I don't know. Could be someone else. Yeah, I mean, this kind of song sounds like it's going to be fun in John's hands. Just like the DBZ Budokai theme, whatever the vote was. That was awesome and a good time in John's hands. So I imagine an energy-packed butt rock song like this, as has been coined by some people. you know the Sonic butt rock songs. If you ever listen to Sonic songs from their video games and stuff, man, it's great shit. It's classic, and yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's drop on down here. What I'm Made Of. Sonic Heroes, Jonathan Young. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Come on! I don't care what you're thinking as you turn to me. 'Cause what I have in my 2 hands is enough to set me free. I can fight the feeling to resist it over time. When it's just too much to take, you sneak up from behind. Is it me you say you're looking for? Let me show you who I am and what I'm here for. Here for. Yeah. Try to reach inside of me. I try to drain my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. A simple curiosity. I try to take a bite of me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now. Like a million faces, I recognize them all. And one by one they all become a number as they fall. In the face of reason, I can take no more. And one by one they all become a black mark on the floor. Is it me you say you're looking for? Let me show you who I am and what I have in store. Have in store. Yeah, yeah. I try to reach inside of me. I try to drain my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. A simple curiosity.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out our cover of What I'm Made Of from Sonic Heroes. If you enjoyed this cover, be sure to check it out on the Multiplayer 2 video game charity album. There's links down in the description below, so you can download the album along with tons of other awesome video game cover collaborations and help out a good cause. Also, be sure to subscribe to Sir Blamble, who did all of the guitars on this cover, and you can also subscribe to me. I'm Jonathan Young, and I did the vocals, drums, and bass on this cover. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jonathan Young, and I will...
Thank you, Johnny. That's a little bright. I'm gonna bring it back here a little bit. There we go. Not so bright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. It felt like a little bit of like a nice little step away departure of the last couple songs, because those were getting a little similar, little to copy and paste what he was doing. So I like this a little bit of a departure from that as well. But on top of that, it was good. I liked what I was hearing, but there was parts that I was just kind of like thinking like, oh man, kind of like the sounds, the mix, and the energy of the original a little bit more, but I'd say a good majority of there's just different stuff that he was adding in with some of those some of the voice echoing, the harmonies, the doubling that was going on that he was doing with his own vocals, which was really cool. Pushed it to the next level. The solo was pretty sick. And yeah, some of the mix work that he had in here, especially with his harmonies and stuff, I think definitely took it to a new level, and I liked where that new level went, especially the well, I mean, that was a little bit different. I also was kind of intrigued by the second verse, the way he kind of switched it up, the way he was doing it vocally and whatnot, to be a little bit more spoken, very breathy, and some grittiness to it. Well, yeah, no, I definitely like, especially as a cover, I like the direction that they went with this song, and they stuck to it, and I really liked that. Very cool. Let's go back to the beginning here. So I guess that's Sir Bramble's studio there. It took me a while. I kept trying to look, because I couldn't understand what the shirt was saying. And the two dinosaurs asking dude. It took a while to piece word by word for the small cuts I'd get of his shirt. I said, dude, did you eat the last unicorn? It's like, no. It's just covered in rainbow and goo all over the ground. Just that's a pretty funny shirt. That's a funny shirt. All right, yeah, let's go back to the beginning here. First thing out right at the gate, before we get to the verses and check that out, some decently heavy distorted chords here in the beginning from the guitars, and a nice little yow from Johnny, and then there's some nice doubling on his vocals in the chorus. So let's listen to all day here in the intro.
3, 2, 1.
I like the little song there. It's fucking hilarious. I like the introduction of that melody there with the kind of nice dan 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 kind of distorted chords coming in there, and then it jumps up. It's probably gonna be some things that are gonna escape me because it's early morning. It transposes up and repeats it there. It came to me faster than I thought it was going to. Hey, maybe we got some hope here at almost 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, a nice introduction to the melody, and then transposes up. I think does it again, or maybe just does a shortened version of it. Really nice introduction of that original melody there. It's like the energy and speed to it all in general. It's really being kicked into the forefront by the drums there. Good drum work. nice little separation there from the intro instrumental thing into the vocals. Yeah, so another thing I was mentioning is that like throughout the general entirety of the piece, I did notice that the extreme. I mean, I have to pay attention again. Maybe it's there, and I just really wasn't focusing on it, which is a very big possibility. But like through the original song, like that bass was so fucking rumbly, and I was just like, oh, John loves that sound. He's gonna have a field day with that, and I didn't notice it through most of the song. Also, just a side tangent. I feel like John is as sweaty as I am. It's like I'm supposed to get into the hundreds today, and it's even 2 o'clock, and I'm fucking sweating in my room. I don't care much for the summer and the heat. I'm not a sunlight kind of person. I like it nice and cool and cold in my room. So I feel you, John. I really feel you. So I'll have to keep my ears open for that. But that introduction, like that separation there from the intro and the first verse, that really rumbly bass sound there. I get that. That's a nice nod, homage to the bass sound in the original there, and a great separation for when to kick off the vocals.
Come on, I don't care what you're thinking as you turn to me. 'Cause what I have in my 2 hands is enough to set me free.
Yow! I like his little vocalizations in here. I think that maybe that's the right word to describe it. Maybe like not overdone or overused in the song. He does it a lot, and it feels a little silly, but I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like it's almost like I think it maybe intentionally done. Like a few more times than he normally would, just because it's Sonic, so that makes it funny, I think. But I do love the energy that it brings and the excitement that it adds to the piece itself. I do think it's pretty fucking cool. What was I gonna say? There's something about that I was interested in. Oh, well, that's right. It took a second to remember. It was just kind of, if you listen, you don't have to listen too hard, but you do headphones definitely help. If you listen, you can't hear the John's harmonized with himself throughout the whole verse and whatnot, but the other one's like is very lower register than the main line, which is already kind of in this mid range, not really that high in general, so it's like low. And it's kind of a little distant, but you can still make it out, which is a nice effect. But it does feel like it's a missing, and I don't know if that's from the instruments and or something in the mix going on here, but it does feel like it's missing a little bit of that fullness in the sound and that energy that was in the original. But now I only listened to it once, so I don't know exactly what it had in the original that made it feel like fuller and more like packed in your face. Maybe John has just a little bit too much distance and or echo filter in his voice or something that's making him feel a little too far away. That's not like right there in your face or something or what. But I'm not getting that full feeling. Yet at the same time, it's the vocal doubling in there, the harmonizing in there, mixed with the energy that he's putting in from his little ad-libs, his little embellishments here and there, I feel like helps make up a little bit for that. So it's like it's not so noticeable. It's just like, yeah, something's missing. So I feel like the changes they made work well. So I like that.
Thinking as you turn to me. 'Cause what I have in my 2 hands is enough to set me free. I can fight the feeling to resist it over time. When it's just too much to take, you sneak up from behind. It's me.
Now we're here in the chorus, which I guess I marked 3 seconds here, so that makes sense. So we're looking for that vocal doubling, which obviously happened in the verse a little bit as well from time to time. But also there's a slowdown section in here, and I think more vocalizations on the way out of the chorus. So let's go back a little bit. Let's check out this chorus.
Too much to take, you sneak up from behind. Is it me? You say you're looking
That harmony there, wonderful. Dun 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 dun. Like, that's nice.
behind. Is it me? You say you're looking for. Let me show you who I am and what I'm here for. Here for.
Right there. Second, he says here for, you can feel the energy and everything kind of like slow down a little bit. The oh, I'm not gonna forget it this time. Subdivision, got it. It didn't take me as long this time. I feel a subdivision slow down. Even this one actually might even just be a retardando, just in general, just a tempo. I feel like the whole tempo does pull back, but I'm not 100% positive. It could be a subdivision change, or it could just be a straight tempo change in there. But I like how it kind of slows it down and then pushes it back in, I believe. But yeah, nice little slow down there. Using the is it here for? I think is the words he said. Dun dun, to kind of push into like heavily separating those two notes. Dun dun, to slow it down a little bit. I think that was clever. Sorry, my thumb keeps kicking the fucking wheel. It happens a lot.
Here for. Yeah.
And drums push it back in, and here's all those the outro to the chorus and everything I was talking about. This little vocalizations he's about to do. So we start, and then we go up, and then we're off. He goes 3 layers with that push out of the chorus there, with those crazy ad-libbing vocal notes.
Here for.
Push that. That might have been a bridge, and this might be the chorus. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Is there anything else I got in here? Yeah. Yeah. So during this whole section, not only do they push more energy into it, you have this nice moving line in the guitar underneath all the chords and everything that's going along with John's vocals, which is really cool. But it feels like we get to that point of just fullerness. This is just more power chords coming in from the guitars. I feel like the mixing's more up in the front. Everything sounds more fuller, and you just have this intensity, energy to this part, which is just really fucking nice. And I love, just from the original, I love the separation and the different note durations for the what I'm made of. I like the separation in that. I love the different rhythm to it compared to everything else that's going on there, and I love how they really emphasize that and lean into that here in this cover. It's a really cool effect, and I really like it. And then something about pushing in, into the verse after this, the second verse, which is again more spoken, very breathy. I love those note duration change there. Voice doubling. Jumps up. I think there's even 3-part harmony in there. Again, it just, everything kind of chords out, just holds the chords, drum stops while John's doing that crazy embellishment there at the end, just screaming his heart out with his normal like rock scream that he has there. Love it. It's not a full-on vocal fry metal scream. It's just literally this grungy rock scream that he's got, and it's fantastic. He holds that out while everything kind of like just chords or just stops, and then drums kicks us back in again. It's a really cool transition out of what I assume this part's the chorus, and the other part's just a bridge or something. I don't fully know. Or maybe it's just a very long chorus. I'm not sure. But pushes us out of that into the next verse, which is a really cool effect that they have there. Like a million faces
recognize them all.
So not only does he just go to talking, but with a little bit of a tonal center there. So it's not full on to spoken, but he gives very kind of spoken word about it, with still some tonality to it. But if you listen, you can hear all his breaths and everything. He's very breathy in this section. Takes a lot of intentional breaths that they easily could have just taken out, but he just lets the breathing and the intentional breathing and the mix and everything kind of fuel some of the energy and grit that he gets in some of these lines, which is a nice choice. I like that choice. I respect that choice.
Like a million faces, I recognize them all. And one by one they all become a number as they fall. In the face of reason, I can take no more.
Yeah, again, those very heavy breaths in there. Intentional. I believe truly intentional to kind of add to the angst and energy in the piece. I like that.
And one by one they all become a black mark on the floor. Is it me?
Like that. I like that. Okay. I think this is the next section. To where here and around 3:30 as well, they did it again. I don't think they did it before this because I didn't catch it then, but maybe they did and I just didn't catch it twice. Very possible. But I like. I think from right here, but we'll go back a little bit. I think it does the whole "isn't me." I think there's like a spaced out echo repeat of what he's saying with his vocalizing harmonies and whatnot, which is a really cool effect that they do later as well.
From they all become a black mark on the floor. Is it me? You say you're looking for.
Love that, really cool effect.
Let me show you who I am and what I have in store.
I didn't catch that before in the drums. That's nice.
Have in store.
Nice. All right, we're gonna jump a little bit forward here. We're gonna jump around. Around 240. So we'll go like 234, 235. Around 240 here. We have that guitar solo. I want to check out that guitar solo again. Classic Jonathan. Get everything kind of slow down, fade up. Well, not fade off, but everything kind of slow down, stretch out while he does this classic Johnny Young over laugh in there. Good stuff. Good. Again, nice transitions in the song. Nice setups to move into different sections. And they're using John's vocals, or John is using his vocals very well to set up the transitions into the next section from the verse into the bridge into the chorus back to the verse, the end of the chorus into this guitar solo. Like doing it constantly throughout this song as ways to kind of change, have a feel of change in the music, and then an awesome rocking push into the next section. I think it's very well done. Maybe a little bit, because of how many vocalizations and embellishments he's doing with his vocals here, and maybe a little bit overused, but because it's a Sonic song, it just feels right. It just feels like it makes a lot of sense because it's Sonic, and because that's just like that, as that butt rock nature is just like there's nothing that's too much. It just sounds good, and that's the power of Sonic. Oh man, I don't know. I'm a Sonic fan, sure. I beat the first one, I want to say. Yeah, I don't think it was the second one. I beat the first one, which was really hard, but save states help a lot. Because otherwise I won't want to beat that song. That song's really hard, or that game's really hard. And I absolutely love the bloody fuck out of Sonic Adventure 2. All the other Sonic games, don't think I've ever really played. So I'm a fan, but I'm not that big. It's just definitely, I definitely recognize that the Sonic team and a lot of their ones either just don't care, or the executives are like, whatever. And everyone's like, but it's super buggy. Yeah, we don't give a fuck, release it. definitely seems to be the Sonic team's attitude. Whoever the executive is that says, yeah, no, send it out, just doesn't give a fuck about the quality of their games. So it's like Sonic is so amazing because a lot of them are just so hilariously bad. But there are some really, really good ones. And I believe Sonic Heroes is actually one of the ones that was actually really good and highly recommended. So, anyways, continuing on, I want to hear this guitar solo. Now, I didn't really think about this the first time, but the second time, it's just like I could easily see this kind of solo just with the kind of distortion effect it has on it, and the sound and the way it's kind of feels a little distant in the mix. I could easily see this being like maybe some different key, different notes and whatnot, but. Well, that would change it up a lot. But I think the interval pattern that Thomas Youngblood would go on would be slightly different, but like the sound and overall tone of the guitar itself really sounds like a Camelot solo in many ways. So I'm really digging this guitar solo right out the gate. And really nice foundational work here from the guitars. You know, just keeping that energy, keeping the chunkiness in those chords to be a nice foundation for the guitar to just solo over the top of. Some good foundational work here. Nice. You know, nothing crazy, nothing flying, but still has some good energy to it. I love that sound there. That was really fucking cool. And then just some simple like nice with a good bend there at the end as well. That's a sick solo. Let's jump forward a little bit here around 3:30. 3:30 following out here through the rest of the song. Some nice voice echoes of what's going on and just enjoying. Sorry, I didn't mean to push the play button. Enjoying everything that's happening that John's doing here. Love that slowdown of the subdivision, as well as the spacing out of the notes and the harmony. Every time it hits right. Right. Not just that, not an echo of what he's saying, but the distant echo of show you what I'm made of, happening very low, nice low register there, just coming in, just fading in every now and then when the vocal line's holding out its notes, and then it comes back into harmonize. Like, it's so well done. Alright, let me go back. I want to hear that again. I'm gonna build into that and hear that again, and we'll let it keep rolling out to the end.
Long time no see.
That's so Sonic. A nice attempt at a Sonic accent there in the Sonic line. Love that. Yeah, I love how everything at the end. I just want to hear that end again. Because not only, you know, did that echo come in the second time and then like finish its line and then blend into a harmony of what was being said, but then everything like cuts out on his last few lines, which are very separated and spaced out, and then core to finish everything off. That's really cool outro there. Good shit, man. Real good shit right there. I really like that. I think it's something about the first verse just didn't feel like it had that complete full sound. I was looking for. But once they get to the chorus and then just add all that sound and energy in, they don't let it fall back out. And so after the warm up, the intro, the first 30 seconds, then they really start cooking throughout the rest of the 3 minutes of the song. Yeah. So I was a little nervous at first, but then once they started cooking, and this song really just like came together. It really came together, really came alive. Awesome solo. Absolutely love the harmonies in the rhythm switch ups in here. Just mwah. Good shit. Great rockin' song, great energy. Fantastic stuff. I liked what I heard there. That was good stuff. What do we have next? Oh, yes. I've been kind of looking forward to this one. I'm not going to lie. Song that I've heard quite a few times. I won't say it's my favorite Ninja Sex Party song. But it's definitely a great example of Ninja Sex Party songs. Dinosaur Laser Fight. Yep, I've been waiting a long while to hear Jonathan Young's take on a crazy, silly, and funny Ninja Sex Party song. I even seen that recently being a couple months ago or something. He did a song with Ninja Brian, which, I mean, maybe has some keyboard stuff from Ninja Brian, because Ninja Brian doesn't talk. So having him in a song with him is really cool, because it's just like showing that they're like, yeah, we fucks with Jonathan Young. You know, he's done a cover of a song or two of ours in the past. You know, we like him. Not only sure that they fucks with him, but just like, you brought in Ninja Brian. He doesn't say anything, so he's there for the video, I guess. But you know, he does play the keyboard and does know quite a bit about music theory, so it's very possible that he helped with, you know, the mix and the instruments and the sound and stuff on the song itself. So in general, I just imagine that's gonna be a good song. But yeah, I'm really excited to see that. So Dinosaur Laser Fight is next. Well, after another Ouija Mac song and the next artist after Ouija Mac, then we come back for Dinosaur Laser Fight. So I can't wait for that. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss that, and I will see you all next time.